Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. So this review is about a movie on Tubi called Safe Word, right? So what piqued my interest in it is the guy, the one that plays the husband. He was in Tyler Perry's show, The Have and Have Nots. He played Jeffrey, the son, who was gay, and I think he tried to hide it for a while, but then he just, lived with it or whatever. So I'm like, all right, let me check this out because he was pretty cool in that. Even though I actually had stopped watching it for a while because the scenes got too long and drawn out. But so in this movie, he plays a villain, or at least one of the villains. So this girl or woman, she's dating this guy she met online, and they end up getting married pretty fast. He's love bombing her, and all this. He's presenting himself as like this perfect gentleman. His family has money and all that. I don't think she was with him for that, but basically he's freaky. He's into kinky stuff. Now, some of you that are watching this, everybody's definition of kink and freaky is different. Like, there's people that, an orgy, a threesome, whips and chains is not freaky to them. That's their normal. And there's some people that are like, oh my God, that's far out there. So, but for the sake of the argument, I'm just going to say he's into what is not considered normal, sexual activity. Now, she's not a prude, but she's like kind of goody two shoe-ish. And he introduces her to this whole lifestyle of like a sex club, took her to that. Now, Tubi allows nudity, but not too much. So when you watch the scene where he takes her to the club, you don't see like a whole lot. There's a lot of people in there, but you're not gonna see like frontal nudity and all that going on. So she's with it. She's like, okay, and he's really like, every time you turn around, he's trying to touch on her and do all this stuff. But then he starts to get controlling, which I had a feeling that's where it was going to go with him, with this whole sub and dom thing. And basically we find out that he scouts out women that have had a history of like mental disturbances so he can take advantage of that. I'm not going to give away too much of the story on this movie. I just really want to talk about like overall how I like the movie. I feel like for Tubi it's cool. I could easily see this movie. People like to talk down on Tubi, but honestly, to me, Tubi, Lifetime Movie Network, they're really on the same level to me. It's made for TV movies, which are great. I mean, there's made for TV movies that are classics like The Temptations, even though that was a mini series, but they later edited to where it was just like an hour and a half movie. That was made for TV. That came out on TV, and that's a classic to this day. Like, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. We still quote that to this day, and that was 26 years ago, so don't sleep on the TV movies, all right? But yeah, it was definitely good for if you want to not have a nice little watch, hour and 30 minutes. Of course, the subject matter is not for kids. I don't even think I have to tell you that. The acting was cool. As far as like any kind of plot twist, you have some, that are in it. We find out that there's a bigger machine behind him. He's not working alone in this, freaky kinky world. But we do find out in the movie that it's not so much about having a sub. He likes an involuntary sub. He likes to basically hold women against their will, kidnap, hostage. That's what turns him on. So that's definitely a big takeaway from this. Like, look, as long as everybody's consenting adults, you can do what you want. As long as you're not breaking any laws. Like, if you want to sit there and take a whiz on somebody, if they allow it, you can do it. It's basically about consenting adults and what have. The girl who, I'm trying to think, was there any other like well-known people? Not that he's super well-known, but I know him from that Tyler Perry show. But I liked it. I like the visuals. The love making scenes were sensual. If you're squeamish in any kind of way, I wouldn't watch it. But it's definitely not like X-rated or NC-17. You know what I'm saying? I think, like, for example, they probably could get away with showing it on BET at night. Just probably cut some scenes short. Yeah, because I've seen way more on BET and regular TV. They just edit stuff out or shorten things and what have. So yeah, that Safe Word has actually been on my to watch list on Tubi for a while. Like I said, there's so much on streaming. I'm just now starting to keep up with stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if you like a nice little kinky little watch, like I said, kinky is relative. It might not be kinky to you. It's kinky to me. If you like a little something like that, go ahead and check out Safe Word on Tubi, starring your boy from the Have and Have Nots, who played Jeffrey. You could, I don't even know if the Have and Have Nots is still like streaming somewhere. I know it was on OWN when they were showing new episodes, but if you want to check that out, look it up. That's what I do. All right, y'all. It's a short video because, you know, I kind of didn't want to do too many spoilers on this one. But shout out to my subscribers, y'all. Shout out to the rest of you that are not subscribed. But you know you can as well. Just hit that button, please. And if you have watched this movie, let's talk about it in the comments. Like, did you like it? Was it hot crap? Was it the best thing smoking? What's your thoughts? All right. Peace and blessings to you all. Until next time.